Hello and welcome back. You are watching the PDGA National Tour on JomezPro. We are at the Beaver State Fling, stop 4 of 6 on the National Tour from Estacada, Oregon, and the beautiful Mile on McIver State Park. BigSexy commentary here with you, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And we got Nate Perkins going birdie, par, all the way through the front 9, leading the pack here with Jordan Castro on a little turkey stretch himself. James Conrad, 1 stroke behind. Joel Freeman, no bogeys, but hanging in there. Just got to get a couple putts to get in, and he'll be right back in the mix.
Yeah, whole group hanging on to the top 10. Eagle with a 4-shot lead currently over Seppo. Still a lot of golf to be played, and some of the toughest holes still to come as well.
These guys are probably shooting for 3rd place finish at best. Maybe if Seppo drops off, they could get us top 2, but I don't think that the win is in the play. But there's still 9 holes of golf. There's out of bounds on a lot of these holes.
This hole especially, I think anything can happen. You could take a huge number here.
I saw a 10 on it.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's possible.
This is hole 10, way down the road onto the island. This 455 distance cannot be real.
Definitely not 455 feet. I need somebody to confirm this. Maybe you'd be the person.
That's a nice shot.
Did Eagle McMahon ace this in practice? I had heard that Eagle skipped ace this off the road in practice when in the basket.
I feel like I would have heard about that.
Nate Perkins. This is
no.
He needs some help here.
Could he really?
Oh, my goodness.
That was so wide. Sneaks through the trees, and now it's in a great spot.
That shot does not get that lucky 9 times out of 10. Nate Perkins is counting his blessings right now, folks.
He's in serious danger of putting together back-to-back birdies and ruining everything he's worked so hard for.
Yeah. Joel Freeman with a nice line just down the road the whole way.
That's big.
As hard as you want to throw this shot to get all the way down there to make the jump putt approach that much more accessible, it really brings those trees in on the right side, and it can catch you off guard, and you would be out of bounds early if you go out of bounds on the right side.
Oh, gosh. And we might
Look at
be
that
about
grunt.
to see it. You think he can make that?
Oh, I think this is going to be...
He's got to skip it big.
Oh,
he crossed it. He crossed it, right?
I don't know. Did he cross it? Are they saying yes?
Come on, spotter.
From our perspective, it looked like it crossed.
Yeah, looked like it, but they had a better view up here. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with James.
I don't think they're trying to screw me over up here.
Right.
I would vote that James crossed that corner right there. His disc is right there. It looked like he landed on. It looked like he landed on the island from back there.
I thought the skip was like right there, then it hyzered and curled in. So I thought it at least touched it. That's what I thought.
I would say you play it from right there, James.
I'm cool with that.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine.
I think
The best we can do is give it our best effort. And even though we have spotters, it's always down to a group call.
Uh-oh.
Jordan has just thrown an unforced error. Crossing the island, he will be able to advance, but that is going to be a putt for par. And Perkins, is this perfect? It is, and I think he's going to go back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, that is a good tree.
Oh, absolutely.
That had heat.
And James getting the benefit of the doubt here. The corner, can he get the circle 3? Wow.
That's awesome.
And that aggressive play off the tee paid off for him, hitting the huge birdie putt. What a great result. That could have been a 5 just as easy if the group had decided he did not cross. His out-of-bounds lie would have been merely a dozen feet or so, a couple dozen feet off the tee.
Yeah.
Less than 100 feet for sure. And Nate going birdie, 9-10. He is now put together 6 down through the first 10. Joel with the birdie. And I got to say, that was the hole. Half the field started on hole 11, this hole right here. So hole 10 was our final hole. Drew Gibson and a couple groups after me went for it, put it 6 feet away. He went 2-2 to finish on the Genius and on hole 10.
Wow.
I mean, the kid is just He's got the stuff.
Yeah. Hole 11 here. Sweeping hyzer off the tee. Move as left as you can without bringing out of bounds into play.
Basically do that.
That's as good. That's not huge distance, but you don't need huge distance. You'd love to test all the way up to the limit of that tree. This is going to test it, I think. This is really wide.
Yep, too wide to really be that comfortable. And if he gets a skip, he's going to be happy, but not quite enough.
James throws hard because this is just a Firebird.
No, I think this is a Thundy.
I know that you're wrong.
You know that I'm wrong? Okay. Well, agree to disagree, man. No, I think you're right. That is your 19 Thunderbird.
Yeah,
or Firebird.
yeah, but I mean that is just that's not a whole lot of disc. I'm definitely going fast disc here. James is an elite distance thrower. I mean, I think most people know that, but I just got to say it again. Like James is on. He's not that far behind Simon and these guys.
I would say in round.
Yeah.
Like if you're putting him in a field,
Yeah,
Simon's going to outclass him by hundreds.
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 I don't know.
How many times has James thrown over 1,000 feet?
I don't know how many times has he even tried. All right, Nate with the forehand.
Drop the mic. Nate.
A little short.
Yeah, not his best sidearm. He's a great sidearm player, but putting for birdie. That could be 1,000 feet.
Actually, it was a little short. It was probably more like 290. But I was with you there. When it was mid-flight, I thought this might be going 1,000. That's going to be a disaster. He's going to be in the river. This thing is really humming.
1,000 feet, I think, would have been across the river. He would have cleared it completely.
Yeah, I think he's just going straight downstream on that angle. He's just flying over the river the whole way.
Joel having to go with the big high roller angle. Really not many options from there.
That was his only choice, to really try to get to the basket. It's not a bad effort, but obviously didn't get there.
Inside 300 feet, having to throw that shot just shows you how imperative it is they get left.
And smash throw. Turns
He's really
this
impressing me
over.
with these hyzer flip turnover lines that just hold and glide. He really trusts and understands his disc stability. Maybe not that bad of a branch. I think that had some heat. Wow. Clean stab of the putt right there. Nate Perkins is on fire. There's a turkey dinner right there for him. The fist pump. He's happy. He's 7 down through 11 holes.
Fantastic.
Jordan picking up the birdie. He's 4 down in the last 5. He's making some moves now, too. James is also starting to get in that rhythm. And it's really interesting to see that momentum that he's going to build after that birdie, the controversial, I don't want to call it controversial, but it could have gone either way. The coin flip call on
sure.
hole 10 could have easily changed the outlook of the rest of this round.
Call it a benefit to the player situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hole 12, par 3, 400 feet to the very small island green. You can either lay up here and then pitch across if you really want to get aggressive, even run the putt for birdie, or you can go for the green. If you do cross this island, you do get to advance all the way up onto the island. So players have a little bit more incentive to be aggressive. If you can even get your disc to pass over it, you have a guaranteed 3.
And Nate, this is a little bit sawed off. I think he's going to need to catch this tree and drop.
Yeah.
Oh,
nothing.
The crowd's reaction kind of says it all. Oh, yep. Watch out, buddy. Don't think it ever crossed the island by the green, and that's going to leave him that kind of tricky 35 to 40-foot par putt.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another 19 Firebird. James is going with here off the tee. And this is wide enough. That could be really good. Too much juice. Wow. Are you throwing a Firebird long on this hole?
No.
No. Not many people are. Jordan, this is looking a lot like Perkins, a little bit too sawed off. Oh, but crossing over the green, that should be a very short putt for par. Joel, super wide. Is that going? No, he's going for the safe play. Oh, no, he's going for it.
Oh, that looked way too wide.
Wow, I didn't think that had a chance to get to the green. That was a incredible shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. And that's the danger of having that spin putt onto such a small postage stamp green. Joel on the green, picking up the birdie just like 17 other players were able to do.
Wow.
Just staggering considering that's 23% of the field on such a small green. Not saying, obviously, that everybody went for the green and made it. A lot of people, I'm sure, laid up short and made the putt across, but that is it's a great birdie to pick up.
And what a swing this will be. Nate Perkins was having a fantastic round up to this point.
Bogey free, and now there's going to be a purple number on the screen at best.
And with Joel making birdie, it's just going to tighten up our whole group. Hole 13, par 3, 455 feet straight away. A little bit of turnover on the right-hand backhand is a good play, just to try to get the disc to miss some of these trees and then swing back to the basket. Roller also a possible option, but you're going to, I think, see mostly just some distance drivers up the middle from these guys.
Wow. Joel going for that force and hyzer. This holds. This is looking really good.
Wow.
Too long.
I got to learn to do that.
That shows right there why Joel Freeman is so good at golf courses. He's able to control that long, late flight, keeping the disc flat when it hits, controlling the skip.
And James fights through. He'll be putting for 2 as well.
That is such an incredibly skilled shot that Joel just threw. I'm still just sitting here just amazed by it. And Jordan's looking like, I like that. Give me some of that.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess these guys are showing why they're on chase guard. That's parked.
3 straight great shots. This being the greatest.
Doesn't get too much saucier than that right there, folks. He just karate chopped hole 13.
Let's see how Nate responds.
Trying to force over as well.
A little too much.
Oh, and just a lucky break away from getting through and probably being inside the circle as well.
And it's just crazy how quick things can go, from him dominating the group, really.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh.
Almost negates everything I was trying to say. Not dominating the group to now all these guys staring down very makeable birdie putts.
James.
Man, just tied up in the branches a little too much.
He's either drunk or got tripped up. I think he got tripped up.
I'm thinking tripped up as well. Nice birdie. That was such a great drive.
But if I saw a guy walk into a bar juggling 5 tennis balls with hair like that, I'd buy him a drink.
That's about the least you could do for him.
James, with a little bit of liquid still left in the shot glass, picks it up. And Jordan's going to move to this short putt for birdie.
Hey everyone, we just want to let you know that our coverage this weekend is brought to you by our patrons over at patreon.com/JomezPro. We've got a huge support system of over 1,900 people and counting. If you're not on there, we ask that you consider getting involved. Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Patreon crew. SloMez Squad, FollowFlight Fam, Founders Club. We love them all.
I love the Founders Club the most, especially Joshua.
You guys have known each other a long time. Hole 14, par 5, 1,196 feet, snaking all over the place. Right-hand, backhand roller is probably the most common tee shot you're going to see because it gets out there nice and low, misses some branches, and finishes right. You really want to be right on the drive to set up an open shot on your second.
This hole's so long that on the FollowFlight, there was 3 different seasons here in Oregon.
Yeah.
This is looking really nice. Joel is what you want right there, folks. Just not that result. Dang it.
Too much cut. Too much cut.
From
you
the
don't want to
tee,
be over there. You want to be getting right a lot sooner than that.
there is that one window if you get lucky, though.
Yeah.
And he just missed it, and now he's in a terrible spot. Super punishing to miss the angle by just a fraction. Jordan will have several options from the middle of the fairway there. James going with a big star wraith turnover. He loves that run just like I do.
Too much?
No, he's
gonna be okay.
He'll be able to swing his arm freely, it looks like. So
yeah.
he'll have something. Nate going with a nice turnover as well. This is looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit too tight as well. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
It's so close to being really good, though. And now Nate is just super punished, having to go with a forehand flex out, but
That was great.
yeah. And getting a little bit of that road skip, and none of the gallery was affected, I don't think.
That was huge from that position. I was expecting a shot of roughly half that distance with him being all tied up in there.
And Jordan having to go with a super high flex. Just don't go too far right. There is out of bounds over there.
Did he roll that or air it?
No, just all air.
Wow.
James with the awkward. I feel you with the branches in the face, buddy. Been there before. James going.
Ooh, heavy cut.
Yep, not flippy enough.
That could bury itself, too.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. Yeah.
You in there, Joel? You still in there?
Oh, didn't
he's
quite
still
get
in
out.
there.
Oof.
I think he's on the outside edge at least, but
Yeah, so he can stand and throw this back to the basket, but a par. Oh,
no way. I don't see an OB graphic. At least it probably stopped. That was heading straight towards out of bounds. Look how close he got.
Yeah, and I was about to say par is the best he can do. I think. Well, yeah, he might be in chance to save the bogey, but he definitely double bogey was brought into play with that errant third.
Is that 4 straight rollers?
Yeah, looks like it is.
That's very rarely good.
Well worded, sir. James meeting surpassing his quota by just tenfold on sidearms per round right now.
Pretty fortunate not to be deep in there, though, with
Yeah,
that
no
errant
kidding.
roller. I mean, at least he was able to kind of throw out of there. These guys are really finding some spots on this one. There's snaking all over the place.
That was a beautiful throw from Jordan.
Yeah, really.
Not much looking at the fairway and able to keep that thing bent over right. Should be an easy pitch up and down for his par. James having to go with a long turning putter shot, and he's going to come up right around circle's edge, but maybe on the short end of it. And Joel might have saved his par, or his bogey. which is pretty fortunate considering that
Yeah.
could have gone out of bounds, and at any point he could have been in just as worse of a spot as he was off the tee.
Yeah. James has a look.
Wow.
Sweet.
That is a great scramble effort from Conrad, able to save the par. And stays atop the chase card leaderboard here at 26 under. And Joel dropped down 1. Nate will stay 1 back, as will Castro. Everyone fighting their way and picking up the par on this one, which feels great. But guess who didn't par this hole? Devin Owens. He didn't just birdie it. He threed this
Are
hole.
you serious?
It's on you, Disc, dude. I haven't
Well, how
talked to him
far
about
is how far is the throw-ins?
I don't know. Does it say that on you, Disc?
Get in there, man. I'll take it from here.
All right.
Hole 15, par 3, 400 on the mound, straight away, going uphill. You can go backhand straight up the middle. You can go forehand flex. You can do a lot of things. Not really any out of bounds to speak of. Just how straight can you throw it? Very straight if your name's Jordan. Nicely done.
You know what? It could have been inputted wrong, but that's what it says. I'm trying to do some research here, and I
man.
can't.
Well, if he did, unreal. I feel like, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. I feel like
word would travel.
input error is the most likely, but man, if he did it, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this shot. Up the middle, a little low. Great angle control. Just need a little more height. He's still going to be putting, though, and we've seen him nail a few spin putts from that range already. Another one just a little maybe too low.
He got a lot behind it, but just missing the height by just a mere foot, probably. Good skip forward. Definitely within range to get aggressive here. Coming down with just a few holes left. Joel trailing the leaders on this card by 2 strokes. He really needs this to go in.
Just low as well.
Nate will be 2 over in the last 4 when he taps that par in.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Not too far. I think he'll make that.
good connection. Never a good feeling when you get a putt twice in a row on your card, but was unfazed and was able to pick up the nice solid putt from 28 feet. James able to pick up the lone birdie on hole 15, going to 27 under par. He's the one making moves right now and dictating the pace.
Great birdie. Oh, getting fancy.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Hole 16, par 4, around the corner to the left at 675 feet. You've got to throw a drive that dodges those two trees and breaks a bit left to set up a left to right finishing shot up into this well-protected green. Very common to see a nice backhand flat to hyzer and then a forehand rip for most players. It's a pretty far second. 300 to 350 probably at least.
James going destroyer here, trying to get that nice wide bend, and that is
This
looking really
Wow.
good.
I was
Maybe
thinking
too
too
good.
far. Yeah. I mean, luckily he throws that great turnover putter, but that's pushing that back edge.
If you want to play catch with somebody with a nice long right turning backhand and hyzer, James Conrad might be #1 candidate of people to play catch
Yeah,
with.
sure thing. Great shot.
Jordan
Jordan, that's in the perfect place to go with that forehand approach.
Maybe a bit fortunate. I don't know if he's aiming for the inside line. I don't know.
Oh, man.
And Adam Vinatieri off the right goalpost. Field goal is not good.
Oh, no. Big
timing.
cheer.
Fortunately, it was a pretty wide gap that Joel was going for, not trying to bite off too much, and that was a smart decision on his part. Nate going. Oh, my.
Is this going Woods?
It's probably going Woods short, but
Oh, it's not. That was huge.
that was every bit of 430 feet, I feel like.
That
on the
was
flex.
Big time. This is a important shot. He doesn't like it. A little short?
I don't know
Why
why he
doesn't
doesn't
he
like
like
it.
it?
I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
fantastic.
I think he maybe was a little tentative, thinking he came up short, but that was a fantastic shot. And with just a few holes left, those nerves might be picking up right now, and you know how that is. Sometimes you just feel like anything that comes out of your hands isn't quite as good as you meant for it to come out.
Yep. Great
Jordan-
shot.
Jordan loved it.
Little high, but it sneaks right through.
Yeah, get in.
Go ahead and get in.
So good.
That's awesome.
Just playing catch, man. He is just so skilled at that shot. And oh my gosh.
What a ridiculous 3 that would have been.
That it would have been the best one ever, maybe.
And that's a great par save from that early. He hit an extremely early tree.
That's a working man blue collar par save from Joel Freeman.
James Conrad, white collar, silver spoon in his mouth, birdie.
Well, his putter is blue collared.
Okay.
Blue collar. That was a stretch. I've got dad humor, folks. If you don't know that by now, watch a few more videos. You're gonna catch up. That's kind of my thing. And I apologize too at the same time.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Hole 17, par 3, 450 feet around the corner, up the hill to the left. There's a high gap here, so players can go really a big crush with a little bit of turnover and finish. There's the low gap. I've seen cut roller. I've seen low skipper, apparently, from Eagle McMahon. I've seen the high shot. It's a really tough birdie.
I've seen Drew Gibson throw a cut roller that rolled up to about 10 feet from the pin. So, I mean, the creativity is there, but I feel like the foliage on this hole is starting to enclose all the viable gaps.
This is very viable.
And James says, hold my beer.
Wow.
Says, hold my destroyer, as he throws it to very makeable range.
Did Drew to every hole?
No, it wasn't this year.
Okay.
This was several years ago. But I'm just saying I've seen it. He throws a lot of shots that are memorable.
He does.
Jordan with a nice shot just to get himself out into the open.
Yeah.
Be a pitch up from there and take a easy par. And no! Oh, double no. That's even worse.
I kind of wonder, like, what's best case on that low line? You know, maybe he's getting a 40 footer. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly. We saw Eagle go low line to what, 35?
Yeah,
But that's Eagle.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's gotten some birdies on it with that shot, but he's really putting a lot of power on the disc there. Make it a little tough to hit the gap, and he's going to be punished pretty badly here.
Yeah.
That's
gonna
going
throw.
through. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it wasn't gonna make a difference.
And if you don't like throwing 2 shots in a row, you certainly don't like throwing 3 in a row.
Oh, no.
And he's got that left for 5. That
That got away from him. That is a clean-looking shot.
Don't do
on.
that. That is so uncalled for.
That was such a good-looking bid.
Yeah, he definitely just got rocked.
No.
This hole is serving up some punishment right now for our chase card. That was a great effort from James. A little left.
What?
And we never really gave Joel his proper credit for what an incredible tee shot that was. But, man, that wasn't good for you, Jordan.
Fell right out of his hand. But, yeah, what a comeback there.
That is a big-time par save from 38 feet. And, man, please pick this up here. Nate going to take a triple. And he hasn't had a birdie.
From what his round started so good.
7 holes ago.
Players on the pad only.
And just like that, he's on the bottom of the card, looking up with only 1 hole to go.
It's hole 18, par 3, 360 feet, 3 main options, hyzer backhand, Anheuser flex backhand, or straight forehand through a different gap on the left side. I think the hyzer backhand is probably the play you see the most, but a player like Joel that has that nice command over the ante, he might take that other line. I'm not sure. James is looking at it. Anheuser Firebird.
This is looking pretty good. Can it get through? It does not.
Could be tough from there, too.
Right on the fringe
on the back side. Looks like the Anheuser plays.
It's getting more
popular
popular. I feel like it's gotten more popular through the years. I feel like when I first started coming here, people were going the hyzer route all the way. Jordan's got some secret sauce on his disc this week. We've seen him get through a lot of stuff without getting much interference from the limbs. And
Ooh, this is really turned. I mean, in a good way, though. A little short.
let's see if Nate can pick up the good feeling birdie to finish off the tournament. He's going to line up that forehand Anheuser down the outside. That's going to be too tight, and that's going to have to get through. Otherwise, he's going to have a tough up and down just to save his par. There's a lot of jump putt lines through there. He shouldn't have too much issue.
Man, look how tough James's lie is. Wow, great shot.
And I'd say that's the most sidearms I've seen him throw in one round in all of 2018.
And that was a really impressive one.
That was a great touch.
Putter around the corner just apart.
And it was tough to see that back nine from Perkins, who started off with that turkey coming in from the hole 9, 10, and 11, and then from there just super flat finish.
Yeah, worse than flat. I mean,
yeah, flat would be
5 over on his last few holes.
Still a great tournament for him.
Absolutely. But just, you hate to see it because he was just running so hot at the beginning.
And you gotta love the smile walk off, because you know inside he's certainly disappointed. He was pushing the envelope on this card and making a good effort for third place. And Jordan Castro, another. I mean, all of these guys, terrific finishes at an incredible. You've said it many times, and I agree with you. The hardest tournament to cash at in disc golf history, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe this event 2018 would be the next one in the running. Couple years at USCGC, but these guys just played great all weekend long. Hats off to them. James Conrad finishing at 28 under par for the weekend. That is just incredibly solid rounds.
Yeah, 4th place finish for him. Jordan tied 5th. Final leaderboard. Spoilers ahead. Eagle McMahon, 35 under. Seppo Pio, valiant effort. Coming up 1 shot short. Had the putt to force the playoff. Unable to hit it, unfortunately.
I will say, if you want to watch an exciting finish, go check out that coverage from Central Coast. It is going to be exciting disc golf to watch. We thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah, we will.
Hi, Brother Knight. Tell me a story.
tell you a story of a plucky little media outfit by the name of JomezPro with a bucket full of merchandise and a dream.
Oh, I love this story.
They post a video to YouTube and they say, comment, like, subscribe. You could win something. And they didn't know if there'd be 0 comments. But then they started coming in. 1 comment, 10 comments, 100 comments, 1,000 comments.
So many comments.
At least 50 of them insisting they was the first one.
That's special, that's right.
And then what did they do? They gave away some merchandise.
Merchandise? Like what?
Well, I think they had hats.
Hats? Like these kind of hats?
Yeah, those are the hats. Grip 6 belt company hats. And they had belts.
Belts? Well, we got belts right here.
Maybe we could give these away.
That'd be some kind of idea there, Brother Nate.
I hope they like, comment, and subscribe.
I love your stories, brother.
Man, anytime.